It's just a reminder that you are the mind and not the physical body. So understand that when you say this is my hand, my body, my life, things like that, you were in possession. You are the owner of these things, just like a car. If you were to say this is my car, my house, you are not the actual material thing itself. You are just in possession of the material thing. So that's what caused a lot of people to be lost in life and not really have their purpose because they don't understand how to separate their mind from the body. They intertwine the two and then think that they're one when they're really not one because your body is going against your mind for the more bodily possessions. The body goes for sex, love, food, overeating, looks. Just like how we go for everything else in life, depending on how it look, how it makes us feel, depending on how it looks to other people. That's what we kind of grasp to. So once you understand that you are the possessor, you are the owner, that you take your mind to new heights because you know that your body is just a material possession now. Just as if, like I say, you had a car or you had a TV or you had a watch, anything, those things are possessions of material bodies. So the only thing that really matters in life is the progress of your soul. When you get to the end, the only thing that's going to matter is what did I do in life and how did I do it. You can't take your body with you. You can't take your car. You can't take any material possessions. So your body is just a vehicle to take you to the higher level, to ascend you to heaven, to ascend you to God, so that way you can live the way that you truly want to live. Because we all have the thoughts and the way that we want to live life perfectly, but we let our mind drift up there, but we don't expel it through our body. The body is the slave of the mind. The mind is the operator of the body. Understand that. Do what you want in life. Create the life that you want. Think it in your mind in the most purest and truest form, and then expel it through your body. Because it's just like a car. If you want to drive your car to the beach, you're not going to think twice about it. You're not going to think about how you're going to do it. You're just going to do it because you know that it's possible. If you want to drive your car to from Florida all the way to New York, you can do it because you know that your car is capable of doing that. Know that your body is capable of doing anything, but the mind has to be in right thinking, though. You have to be on the right path because once your manifestations could be all material things. So when people say manifest the life what you want, people think about what kind of house do you want, what kind of car do you want to drive, what kind of this, and that. They put all those things first when really the first thing is how do you want your mind to be? How do you want your relationship with God to be? How do you want to have the perfect thinking so that way you don't have anxieties or stress or jealous or envy from the material things that other people have? Because that's the thing that brings people down today. It's not because people are stupid or because they don't really know what they're doing. It's because they're too obsessed with the material possessions and they can't find happiness within themselves. So they look for an external force or external thing to give them happiness. When you do that, you're living your life in an illusion and you'll never be happy because happiness comes from within. If you were any other thing on this planet, you probably wouldn't love your life. You know what I mean? Like we are the highest creatures that God has created. We have the ability to do and be anything we want because we have the ability of free will. Animals, they're hardwired to do whatever they need to do to survive based off instincts. If you're living off your instincts, your senses, your touch, see, smell, hear, sound, then you're living in the body. You're living in an animal state because you're not using your higher thinking to use logic and reason to understand and to comprehend things the way they're supposed to be comprehended. You're just going based off how you feel, how it looks, how it sounds, all these things like that. So I just want to come and just bring this message because I know a lot of people just they struggle with that, with just separating the mind from the body. The best way you can look at it is like this is my vehicle, this is my car. I can take my car wherever I want to. I can modify it however I want to. I can basically do anything I want with it to its highest level of creation. But you have to possess it in the mind first because possession starts in the mind. Once you have it in the mind, you know that the goal is achievable because everything else is just an illusion. Once you have that goal in the mind, everything else is on. Don't worry about how long it's going to take, what it needs to be done. Just know that you can do it. Just knowing that you can do it is all the power that you need. Remember, your mind can move at the speed of light. Your body can only move in seconds, times, and minutes. So plan out your life, plan out your mind. How do you want to get close with God? How do you want to achieve the best mental state? How do you want to be the best loving person that you could be to everybody and start to expel that? Once you do that, then yes, have fun with the material things. Have fun with things that God gave you to enjoy, but you must understand you must be one with God because God created everything. God is everything. And if you love God, then you will love everything that God has made, everyone that God has made. Do not live with hate in your heart. Always live with love. That's the best way to free yourself.